What's the best Paragon in Balloons Tower Defense 6? Is it the Monkey Buccaneer or the Monkey Ace? Let's find out in today's episode. Alrighty, so how I figured out which is the best Paragon and which is the most garbage Paragon is simply just by playing rounds. And so at round 100, I bought the Paragon, and I literally just left the game. So I'm not using any abilities, nothing. This is unused abilities. I understand that if you use abilities, they do get further. But the whole test was to see if you could buy a Paragon at round 100 and to see how many rounds you could make it by not doing anything. So this is where these numbers come from. So starting with Apex Plasma Master. Easy C class. Reason being 135. Made it 35 rounds. That is not far at all. Now granted, it has the lowest cost of any Paragon with $325,000. So that's not bad. I mean, for a Paragon that made 35 rounds, not bad. XP cost is 500,000, the same as that's as low as you'll ever get. Next is Dominus. Easy B class. Dominus made it to round 154, so 54 rounds after round 100, after I bought it. Its cost is $25,000 more, so at $350,000, and its XP cost is $500,000. That's why it gets one more rank above, is it made it pretty much 20 more rounds, and it has the same XP cost and it only costs 25 grand more. So really, by the time this guy is no longer usable, you could already have an Apex Plasma Master. Next, Ascension Shadow, A class. I was originally going to say A class, and then I actually changed my mind, because I looked at the XP cost. Now, granted, it made it to round 191, so just about 100 rounds. That's absolutely insane. And its cost is 500,000, so it doesn't cost as much as it doesn't cost that much for how far it went. But its XP cost is 1 million. That's why it gets down to a B class. Now, honestly, it could be an A class. I'm right now in between A and B. The only reason I put it down to B is because 1 million XP compared to Narvik of the Seas, which is next, which is 500,000. So its XP kind of destroys the whole Paragon right there. Now, if you already have it, sure. If you're looking at which Paragon to get next, yeah, no, for 1 million XP. But if you already have him, A class. If you already have him, he's definitely an A class. For 500,000, definitely A class. But if you're just buying him, B class. Next, Narvik of the Seas, and that definitely gets an S. Narvik is absolutely just cracked. It made it to round 200 without using any abilities. And easily, if I used my abilities with him, he could have made it further. Like, straight up. I was looking at it at the end, and I was like, oh, wow. I'm actually surprised he died at round 200. Cost is 550,000. So 50,000 more than Ascension Shadow. That is not bad at all for making it 100 rounds. And on top of that, XP cost is 500,000. Literally the same as Apex Plasma Master and Dominus. Like, the same that costs these two is the same cost of Narvik of the Seas. That's absolutely insane. And to gain XP with Narvik is so easy and so fast compared to the other ones. I just find Narvik is the fastest to gain XP for. Next is Master Builder. And Master Builder gets a deep D class. And the reason being, it made it 68 rounds. I'll give it that. It made it 68 rounds after round 100. But it costs 650,000 and its XP cost is 750,000. So at what point in the game are you like, oh yeah, this is a smart purchase? It's not. It's honestly probably the worst purchase you could make at round 100. Just for the sense of being, it costs way more than Narvik of the Seas and does way less. So not really worth it. Next is Doomship. Now, Doomship could be an S class. Definitely could be. And I have been thinking about this for a while, and my Discord community actually said that Doomship should get a S class. But the reason it's not an S class, it made it to round 171. Its cost is 900,000. Like, what? And its XP cost is 1 million. Like, I could honestly put Dominus, or Doomship, I mean, at B class. For those prices, that is, like, Narvik should cost that much. Not Doomship. For what Doomship does, now this is without abilities, but with what Doomship does without abilities, compared to Narvik, I just feel like they're not right. Narvik should be costing 1 million XP and 900,000, and Doomship should cost 500,000 XP and 550,000. Like, they need to be switched. Next is Magnus. Wizard. B class. Made it 46 rounds after round 100, so not bad. That's not the lowest. It's actually the second lowest. But it costs 750,000. Now, I understand that Wizard, he does rely on his abilities a lot. So, using his abilities, he could easily make it further. But without any abilities, if you're looking for a monkey to buy that you never need to use the abilities for and you could just leave, definitely don't get a Wizard. Cost is 750,000. XP cost is only 500,000. So, not bad at all. Like, definitely is a fair price for XP. But if you're looking for a monkey to buy right at the start, when you hit round 100, you're going to go for one certain Paragon so that you can just kind of relax and not have to worry about balloons getting past. Narvik. Get Narvik immediately. Secondly, after Narvik, I would go for Ascending Shadow. Like, honestly, he doesn't cost that much. He actually is less than Narvik. But then I think once you have Narvik, you can literally just save up till round 200. And if you're using abilities, you can make it past round 200. So, honestly, Narvik is broken. And I hate to say it, but needs to be nerfed. Absolutely needs to be nerfed. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. If you have any comments you'd like to make, please make them in the comment section down below. Keep it nice and peaceful. We're all friendly here. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, as these videos do take me time to make, and I love making them. And it's a great feedback and stuff when you guys subscribe and like. And I'll be making another one of these when Sub Paragon gets released. We're just waiting on that. This video was supposed to wait for that, but they keep delaying it, so we're waiting for Sub Paragon. But if you subscribe, I do balloon streams pretty much daily, and you can always tune in and talk to me there. So thank you for watching, and have a great weekend.